disagree.
How is it that you this kind of a person? You've been alive 40 years and don't nobody want your ass. That says a lot about you. Let me say this real fast, and I'm gonna just be real, right? And I want all the women in here to hear this. You hear what she just said, right? You had your guards up because of your past things, right? Mm-hmm. This is why men like younger women, because they don't have those experiences, those trauma ass decisions that you done been through your whole life that's keeping your guard up from me. This is why we date younger women.
We established.
Hold on. Number two, this is why it's important. I know this now, and all us in this room made bad decisions as far as when it come to kids and shit like that, right? Except for obviously you, right? But this is why it's important to marry while you are young, okay? This is how it's supposed to be. You guys are supposed to marry young and grow old together. You don't supposed to come with these fucking traumas from your past, traumas from our past, all this shit. But in our culture, it becomes the norm. And we try to find a way to cope with it and call it regular life. This is not regular life. The way we grew up is not regular life. And somehow we find a way to make an excuse for this shit. As a people, we're not supposed to have all these goddamn kids by all these different women. We're not supposed to be running around this motherfucker fucking hoes and doing all this shit, and women dressing like hoes and acting like niggas. Everybody is out of nature. Everybody. Both sides are fucked up. So now you have all these people coming in with they bullshit, and we trying to match with each other and see who bullshit outweighs or underweighs each other. This is why we all are single. Because all us got shit going on. Mm-hmm. And like she said, if I notice some shit, and I think as a woman in her age, right, or our age, because we all the same age, we didn't saw so much bullshit, right? We have saw so much bullshit that anything a motherfucker do is a trigger to us now. Anything. Mm-hmm. You didn't been with that many partners or been around these many situations that everything a motherfucker do, you didn't saw it before. Mm-hmm. So at what point can you open up if you saw everything? Think about this. What point can you open up if you, I remember my ex nigga did that, or my ex bitch did this, or he did that and she did this, and it's looking familiar. So these is why these gods is coming up, because we have too many partners and too much experience. We're not supposed to be like this, bro. We supposed to meet our wives in high school, stay with her to college, marry her, and be with her for the rest of our lives and learn. This is how it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Is it like that? No, that's not the norm in our culture, because we grew up without daddies, grew up in the hood, grew up with pimps and hoes, with gangsters and all this extra shit, drug selling. We didn't live normal lives. Our lives are fucked up where we come from. And somehow we try to make sense of it and make excuses for our bullshit. Every person in here that did some dumb shit. And I'll raise my hand and say me first. But I look back and say, damn, I wish I could have started over. Because I'm the person that I always wanted to be now. And it hurts me so bad that I didn't marry the mother of my children. That shit hurt, bro. I got 5 baby mamas.
Yo, 5 baby mamas? Bruh. You were wilding, yo. 5 baby mamas. Wow, that's wild, yo. Nah, that's messed up. I don't know, bro. I don't know what you were doing, bro. Just shooting shot left, right, center. 5 baby mamas. That's a lot to take in, yo. That's a lot. But anyway, shout outs to him for, being accountable, because he himself, he knows he messed up, because, woof. Wow, that's a lot. Oh boy.
You feel what I'm saying? All 3 of us do. No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I was only in a relationship with 4 of them. I was only in a relationship with 4 of them, right? And rest in peace to one of my daughters. One of my daughters passed away. But ultimately, bro, it's so important to be with the person that you have children with, man. And the way I think now is like, you supposed to endure all this shit with each other, because once you guys separate and accumulate this extra shit and try to come out, that's why my first question was, can you rekindle a relationship? Because when you separate and you accumulate all these different experiences and try to come back together, that shit is like a time bomb. I don't think it would work. It would take a lot of a lot of therapy as a couple and sacrifice.
Now, I really want to hear what you women have to say about that.
I wanna, because
I'm just I'm looking, right, and I'm just noticing things, and it's like, would you be able to understand that?
So I was trying to add, like, I kind of lost some of my responses, but we got that out the way. What should be, what could have been. Now, what are we gonna do? Because we can sit here and we could talk about what broke the mold, what should have been, and all these couldas, but ain't nobody talking about how can we now move to the next level. Well, I can say that for me, yes, being healed, like you said, but I still have my reserves on certain things, because in the process of healing, I learned to do better. I learned to know what I'm willing to accept and what I'm not willing to accept. You know what I'm saying? So for me, if you of our age bracket, and as a man, I think instead of talking about how we want to be these independent type of women, we this and that, start helping us and saying, you know what, let me make this a safe space for you. Well, you don't have to do that. But I'm not talking about doing it after we fight tooth and nail with every other bitch for you, as you say. Yeah, sometimes it is a struggle to get a decent man, and sometimes when you find somebody that you think is decent, they show up with some of them same traits as the not so decent guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that guard comes, right? We still got that guard up, but from the men, y'all don't do nothing to kind of help us, but y'all want us to do all the helping for y'all. Create the peace. But
wait,
we can't create the peace for you if, and you didn't ask your question, but I'm gonna go and say something. That little girl, every woman wants to be able to still be that little girl around her guy, and I don't care what nobody say, because that's where you really have become yourself. You can laugh, you can be goofy, you don't care how you look, because he's made you so comfortable.
Your dad?
No, you don't. It doesn't have to be your dad. I'm talking about your guy, your partner. That's ultimately what it should be about, right? You should want to be as vulnerable as possible with your partner, but we have to learn to be able to put a person in their headspace, and not by what you think is right, because you have to learn to love a person and know a person for what they're telling you they need. Because a lot of persons say, well, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. But did you do it because you felt like it was right, or did you do it to make sure that that person also agreed this is what they're looking for, this is right? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people say, well, I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, and it wasn't enough. Did you stop to ask that person, was this the stuff that they were looking for? Okay.
So I wanted to ask one thing, right? What you said. You said that us as men expect y'all to always help us, but we don't help y'all. In what ways?
That's what I was saying, in that spot, to be extremely vulnerable with you guys. That's what I'm saying. Because the more, and if you've ever experienced it, the more vulnerable that female is around you, the more loving and nurturing she is, and the more peaceful she actually makes it for you.
I can agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it has to be
and that's another thing too. Like even with us, right? With all the kids that we got.
I only have one.
I'm talking about the brothers.
Thank you.
You know my nerves.
One here,
I'm
brother.
talking about the brothers, but like that's another thing, because we are fathers, like real ones, right? To the point where we take care of our children, and it's not. And most times, like I know, Ma's a good father because he didn't have one. Butter had a father. He's a good father. Maybe his father was a good example for him. I had a father. I'm a good father because I want to be a better father than what my father was to me, right? Not that he was so bad or whatever, but it's just that like. I think that as a parent, we should want our kids to be better than us anyway. So there's certain things that need to be taught in the household. And then when you don't see certain things in the household, that's where the generational curses come in, Maul, and we had the 5 baby mamas, and we had this and that and this, and it's like...
We got 15 kids amongst 3 niggas in this nigga.
Well, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's
We
crazy,
are pitiful.
But that's the thing. Yeah, but look at the age that we start having the kids too. Real young. You know what I mean? And so...
But failed to marry
so,
young.
Because of that, yeah, because when we was that age, that's not what you were taught.
Exactly.
Just like what we was talking about earlier, right? I was taught that, man, you have a lot of chicks, get you some money, cars. That's how we were raised, because we come up in the streets. You feel me? And so until you get to an age where it's like, this is some bullshit. That ain't what we supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But now you got all this shit
It's like
accumulated.
All this stuff that you have accumulated, you have to make a decision. I'm gonna say me. I had to make a decision to become a better man, not only for myself, but for them girls that I gotta raise. And so now you gotta set a certain type of example for them, so that because you don't, especially your daughters, you don't want your daughter messing with no nigga like who you was when you was messing with their mama.
Come on,
I
Preach.
don't. I don't want.
We don't, but that's exactly who they like. The bad boy has always been the thing to them.
Yeah, man, it
And
is.
that's why they always say most women have passed up on the man they were supposed to be with because he was quote unquote a lame or shit like that. The dude that's gonna treat you good is not exciting.
Yeah.
You see? The bad boy makes you feel important.
Okay.
They like that. The bad boy with the connections, with the money, with the group of niggas yes men around him.
That's
and all
gonna
they
put you
do
in a
that.
jam. It ain't gonna help. They ain't gonna tell you what's going on. They won't know, like, and
This pretty amazing. This is the first time I actually agreed with y'all.
Seeing that you was just telling us before the show, you would never agree with us.
Amazing.
Did y'all remember him saying that before the show? I will never agree with y'all. I would never agree with y'all women. That's what he told us before the show.
You know, I think
You wanna
that
Oh, man.
we as black people are our own worst critics. We put each other down so much, and we just belittle each other so much, and we're the only race of people that does that. It's like we put this block around each other. Like it's like far as like he said with dating younger women and then older women, it's like me as an older woman, it's like men figure that once a woman reaches a certain age, she ages out of the dating pool. Like she's no longer desirable or nobody's gonna want her because she's at this certain age. And that's just like mind boggling to me. And we're the only race of people that do that.
All right, first of all, that's false. Like, no. It's not just, record. I mean, just specific to the black community. That is totally false. Like, I don't know, guys. If you think it's true, drop a comment in the comment section. If you think what she just said is specifically towards only the black community. To me, no. Sis, that's a fat lie. Cap.
And it's like we down each other so much, and we don't support each other, and we don't see each other as an individual. We see each other, oh well, she too old, she got this in her mind, this how she thinks, she this and that, but you don't know her, you don't get to know her, you don't know her as a person. You're taking your experiences and you're basing that person off a previous experience without actually knowing that person. You don't know how that person thinks if you've never had an actual conversation and sat down and talked to that person. Everybody just feels like, oh, is she in her 40s or she in her 50s, so her mind this and she ain't gonna learn this, she ain't gonna listen, and, that's why I want somebody this age, and because I can mold them into what I want them to be. And that's crazy. I'm like, all women want to be wanted and want to be desired, and it's not like I shouldn't have to compete with somebody young for this man, because I feel like this: if I have to compete for you, you don't want me.
No, that's absolutely not true, and I'm gonna tell you why. There are plenty of men that love older women and all kinds of women. The problem is y'all don't date y'all range. 2s want 8s.
Excuse me. No,
You
excuse me.
you don't want
No,
I did
ex-
this one.
excuse me.
No, hold on. Let me finish it. I'm gonna let you
My
speak.
hand
Hold
was
on.
up already.
Okay, hold on. Let me just say this. Hold on. No, there are plenty women. Plenty men that want all kinds of women, but y'all don't want the man that's on your level. Every woman wants a man higher than their level. If you date within your level, you will get married like that. The nigga on your level, you don't look at. You looking over him like you better than him.
Facts.
Like you better than him.
Men do not
Facts.
date on their level.
Who made the level
I've
out
seen-
Men date below their level
And you know what? Let me-
all the time. That's why we got more options.
Let me say this right quick. Men want younger
Preach.
women
No.
because they're able to mold them. And you can
Absolutely.
teach them and tell them what to do and how to do it, when to do it,
No.
and what to do.
No.
With us older women, we've been there, done that. We already know ourselves. We've learned. Those younger women, those girls don't know themselves already. They're out there. Men want those women so they can mold them into what they want them to be.
And what's wrong with
We're
it?
not that.
What's wrong with me molding my wife to please me?
If you
The
want
problem
that younger
is
girl,
you
then go ahead and
you
get her,
know
but
you
she's
have
not a seasoned woman. She don't.
we
she
don't
doesn't
want that.
know already.
We
Exactly.
don't want that.
You just
That's
said.
the problem.
You just said.
Toya, can I say
Exactly.
something?
You just said.
We don't
No,
want
thank
seasoned
you.
women.
But here's
I
the
want
thing.
hold on,
Don't
hold
want
on,
them.
hold on.
No,
I
that's
don't
not
want
true.
my
It's
woman.
true. He just said said it.
Hold on.
You don't want them.
Hold on. We don't want women that we have to battle your past for. If I get me a younger woman with less experience, yes, it's about mold. Why can't a alpha, powerful man can't mold his wife to be that wife to make him happy?
Excuse me,
What
sir.
is wrong
You
with
just
that?
said you got
Hold
5
on.
baby mamas.
Yes.
Like, how you think that? Why do you think that we want y'all
Yeah.
at?
Can a doctor talk?
Hold on, baby. First of all, here's the thing. We talked about this all the time. My kids will not be a burden on
Then
you.
no,
Let me speak.
Can I-
Please let me speak.
Okay.
Look, sir.
Our kids,
I got
our
something to say.
kids is not a
wanna
burden
help.
on y'all like y'all kids are a burden on us. Our kids live. Listen, this is the problem. Nobody wants to listen. You just want to talk. Just let me speak. Women, stop it. Just stop it, please.
What you looking
Would
at
you
me
just
for?
I'm just saying.
make the comment, please, sir?
Can I say something real quick?
Because
Let him
hold on,
finish.
because
Let him finish.
I hate the notion that women always try to make it seem like men are semi-predators because we want a pure woman. This is what we want. Y'all can't get mad at us for wanting what we want. And as far as the children, yes, every man in here has children, yes. But like I said, our children will not be a burden to y'all like vice versa because our kids live with their mama for the most part. If I take you serious with kids, your kids are going to be under my wing, which no, it's the truth. And you need to hear this because at the end of the day, when I come, if I come home to you and you have children and you live with me, I got to bring 6 meals home instead of 2. You think I'm gonna just buy half the kids' food?
So basically,
I'm a man. I'm
So
supposed to provide
basically-
for my family. So hold on, and it gets deeper. I got to buy more bedrooms for a house. Okay, with me and you and one child, that's a 2-bedroom. But if you got 3-4 kids, I gotta get that's $4,000-$5,000.
So your babies ain't never coming over to visit.
Yes, they are, but
So
they
I
don't
have
live.
to
They
deal
don't
with your
live
babies,
there.
your baby mama and your drama neither.
Baby,
Stop acting
stop.
like y'all are perfect.
Stop
Men
it.
are not perfect. Stop it.
but so
Okay,
young girls
it's
can't
not
have 4,
about
5 kids.
it's not about being perfect. It's just it is what it is. The truth is the truth. No matter how many kids a man has, as long as he's financially stable, he can date any woman he wants.
I knew
It's
it was
not
coming.
the
I knew it was coming.
I
knew that was coming.
He's so predictable with that.
how am I predictable? It's
Wait a
the
minute,
truth.
Because your
Wait.
statement always
If
piggyback to I got the money. I got money. I got
That's
money.
my
I got
job.
money. I got money. But here's the thing. I'm gonna stop you right there. Say take it away. Say God forbid tomorrow you have nothing. Then what do you have left? How are you valuable to me?
Ooh.
how? Wait a minute.
Take it away.
I'm finna take it
you
away.
have nothing.
I'm finna take it away.
Woo, take it
Watch
away,
this.
child.
See, when women get their back against the wall, this is the type of shit they do. They go to.
Wait a
Oh, let
minute.
me speak.
Question.
Jesus.
And these ladies allow the man to speak. Let him
You gotta-
speak.
Man, I'm sitting here listening to y'all, and every time I speak, y'all
What's
cut
wrong with
me
these
off.
people?
Can I please
Let
speak?
him
You
speak.
did me last week though.
Ah.
Have a great day. Go ahead. Finish your
Go
statement.
ahead, finish.
I don't even want to go speak no more. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish
No,
your
go ahead,
statement. I want to
brother.
hear what you
What I
got
gotta
to
say.
say.
No,
I want to hear what he got to say.
No, I ain't got nothing to say. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you speak.
You
I'm
posed
sure.
it.
the wall
You
right
posed
now.
it because
I'm
you
back
the
against the
financial
wall.
guy.
Back against
You
the
the
wall.
you the
No,
guy.
my back
It's
is
your
not
back
against
against
the
the
wall.
wall.
Y'all not
Because
gonna let me
now
speak.
you always piggyback to finances. I have money. I have money. Take it away.
Okay.
How are you valuable?
How am
Still
I?
got his mind.
Hold on. No. I'm gonna tell you in the dough. Money matters when it comes to a man. My job is to protect and provide. Okay. If I can't do those 2 things to start with, I am not a man. It start with protecting and providing. Then obviously it comes with all the other shit. But let's be honest, ladies. A man can have all this integrity and all this shit y'all talking about. If he's broke, you not gonna fuck with him. So stop the cap.
Even if a man enters a relationship without money and he has nothing, that relationship is not going to last. Trust me, because this lady is going to have a breaking point and she's just going to leave. That is the truth. Let's face facts. Like you can't make this stuff up. It's destined to fail if you don't have money and you're in a relationship. She's going to leave and move on to the next guy who has the dough, the cash, the l'argent, the quarter. But let me know what you guys think, me.
So
Stop it.
If you my man and you have nothing, you have no money, how are you valuable to me?
At what age are we talking? Your age
don't
right now?
matter.
It does matter
It
because
don't
if you
matter.
young, both of y'all supposed to be broke. You're
It don't
young.
matter. Right now.
Okay. Why would you be dating a man at 40-some years old with nothing?
Right now,
Let's start there.
You the one always.
I'm
picking
asking
at
you a
my
question.
answers. You still have not answered my question.
And the question is what? Say it again so I can answer it one more time.
Ask
Jesus
it one more
Christ.
time.
I don't
You
understand.
have nothing. How
Okay.
are you valuable to me?
Okay, so you saying if you meet a man off the back,
You have
safe to say
nothing.
he does
How
not
are
have
you
an answer for this.
valuable?
But see, that's the
what
thing.
I'm saying is
Sabrina,
this.
he's not.
Hold on, butter. Because she keeps saying if you have nothing, what is the circumstance? Is you talking about you with a man?
I said
Would
it
you let me
75
speak?
times.
Jesus Christ.
Because you keep asking the question, what am I talking
Well,
about?
Because
Can
you
the doctor
say-
help?
Piggyback on
Because
Hold on,
you
can the
listen
doctor
for a
all
second.
your whole
Can-
argument
hold on,
is
can the doc-
finances.
Okay.
You have nothing.
Okay.
You have
Can the doctor help?
finances,
Once
no money.
I
How
understand
are
what you're
valuable?
saying, but you're not listening to me because you keep saying nothing. You have to put what you're saying in context. Are you saying I'm a man that was with you that fell off, or you saying I'm a man that you met off initially and I ain't
No,
got shit? What is the scenario?
Listen, okay, so what Sabrina is saying, if you're a man coming into a relationship with her and you have no financial stability, nothing to offer, what is it that you can offer her
Nothing.
as a man? Because we're saying that because you always piggyback on finances.
Yes.
What if you didn't have finances to offer? How are you valuable to a woman with no finances?
First of all, if you 40 years old and you ain't got no money, you are not valuable. You a piece of shit. That's number one. And number two, why would you be dating a man 40-some years old that ain't got shit?
You got
This is what I'm trying. No,
No,
answer the
but-
question.
No, but
This is what I'm saying. You
but-
keep talking about.
But let me help y'all.
Y'all
understand.
don't.
What I
Y'all
asked
all
you
over the
over
place.
your
right?
head.
Okay.
I'm
It
gonna
just
help
went
y'all.
over your
I'm gonna help.
head.
Let the
Go,
doctor
Butter.
help. Let the doctor help. Let me help y'all understand that the reason why he feel that way comes from women. That mindset that
But
he
don't be
has.
vague. You're going to have to break
It don't
that
come
down.
from nothing.
No,
Our
hold
job is to protect
No,
and provide for our
I
family.
get
How is that come from women?
I get that because of how women are. Because of how y'all are.
What do you mean?
Okay, if you had millions of women that didn't care about you having some money, he wouldn't think that way, right?
I'm a little lost.
What,
So basically, y'all lead with money.
So you trying to make it's not about leading with money. It's about doing your job as a man. It has nothing. You keep making it seem like, oh, I got money. That's the end all be all. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a man should be financially stable before he enters a relationship because your job starts with protecting and providing for your family. If you cannot do that, you don't need to be in no damn relationship. It's just that simple.
True from this world.
Bree
From
just
What?
asked you if you had
From
none
this
of that
world,
to
from
offer,
this
then
society.
how
You
how
shouldn't be
valuable
dating if
her?
you ain't got that.
Okay.
Why are you even dating if you
What-
ain't got no damn money?
what
That
is-
makes no sense to me.
what
So
is
again, that
financial
means you're leading
stability?
with money.
You're not leading with money. You're
Different strokes,
fulfilling your
different
duty
folks.
as a man.
Right. Different strokes,
Every
different
woman
folks.
that
But-
you come
but
in contact with, you leading with money.
How many men you mess with that ain't got shit?
I know
Every-
men that think just like him. I know, like I think like him. Like it stems from how it is. You know, ain't nobody finna fuck with me if I can't get these haircuts every week.
Ain't nobody
about
looking at
that.
your haircuts every week though, Butter. That's
That's for you.
Like no, you not even understanding where I'm coming from.
Where you coming from, boo?
Okay, let me break it down to you.
Break it down.
The way I carry myself.
Okay.
Okay. My ability to take care of myself, to take care of my things at a high level,
Yeah.
is attractive.
but you're doing
Wait,
it for
pause.
yourself though.
What you mean? I'm
Because
doing
that's
it for
what you
myself.
You're not
told us.
doing that for no
You're
woman.
not doing it for no woman. You
yourself.
told us that.
Yeah, I'm doing it because that's just how I carry myself.
No, you carrying yourself that way
ain't-
for society.
Look, ain't no man fit to do all these things like y'all think for himself. He's doing it to attract
That was the
women.
same thing I said a
You see what
couple
I'm
of
saying?
shows ago,
So-
and you
so-
tried
so-
to no, because now I gotta cut you off because you tried to tell us
What?
that we should not look at men's beauty, we should look at
No,
their soul. But
no.
you just sat here
They
and
spirit.
said
No,
Spirit.
listen,
You just said-
that's
no,
not
no.
beauty.
you just sat here and said
See, y'all women
that
never understand
when
it
no
because y'all
woman
women.
want to pay
Can
me
I-
no
can-
attention if I
can I
couldn't
say
keep up
something?
with these. No, you
Can
can't
I-
say nothing because you didn't say it too much.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
You didn't say it too much.
Okay, I'ma
and you
break it
don't
down to
remember
you,
what
though.
you say.
No,
but
you
I'm
don't
here
know
to
what I'm
remind
saying.
you
No.
because you did. And then
Listen,
no,
you
need
hold
to
on.
listen.
I was arguing with my friend at the gym about he would totally agree with y'all. We was arguing about the same
And
thing.
you arguing
about,
with him,
He say,
'cause he
buddy,
agree with
you
us.
go you go do this and you go do that. Ain't that for beauty? No, the way what I'm doing and how y'all do it is different. So when I go get a haircut, And when I'm grooving myself, I'm not doing that from beauty. I'm doing that to be clean.
But you just said to be.
But you're not making sense.
It don't supposed to make sense to you.
It do supposed to make sense to me.
Sabrina, to answer your question,
The fuck?
if I had nothing and I'm in a relationship with you, you ask what do I offer? Jamal, right? A man's job is to provide, to protect, and also to be present. Now, I don't got the money, but I'm in the house with you. I still got my mind. I can get the money back. It ain't always for me. It's not always about the money for me, because everything that everything that is about me that's value has nothing to do with the money. Got everything to do with my character. So if my character is intact and my mind is intact, the money is going. It can come back always. But if I'm there to support you, to help you, to be present, to protect you, and be present in your life, it's more ways that I can help you than just with money.
Okay. See,
you,
hold on.
guess what?
But you answered the question.
But he answered the question.
He didn't answer the question.
Hold on.
The question was answered.
You didn't answer the question, no. The reason why we asked Jamal, because Jamal is the one that always jumped to finances. That's his number one go-to. That's the reason why we asked that.
Let me tell you why he does that.
Why he do it? Why he do it?
We sat here before the show started.
Okay.
And we talked about how we grew up.
Right.
The way that he was groomed. Remember the very first episode when I used the water in the cup about how it was that we was groomed and how we were. So if you got a person who you meet him and he's here with his life, all this stuff that been poured into him. This is who he is. What he was trained to be and who he knows to be is all that he can be, because that's what he was taught. And not only that, he had to learn it on his own. He didn't have a father. So for him to say that, man, I got to have some money and I got to be able to provide for my family and I got to be able to protect my family. Most men feel like that, but a lot of them don't even think like that, because it's like, man, some niggas rely on women. We wasn't raised to be that way though. And that be the issue. When you meet somebody who was trained to, we train our daughters to say no. And men are trained not to accept no. The class come right there, right? Now, if all his life he grew up around hustlers and thugs and pimps and players, this is what he's seen. I seen the same thing in mine. We on the streets, all we did was sold drugs, develop money for ourselves, we made these things. That's about those 3 lies that I told y'all earlier about how Western Hemisphere people were taught. We are our achievements, we are what we know, and we are what others say and think about us. Until you get rid of that, you really don't even know who you really are, truly. He knows who he is because he had to become the person that he is. So just because he don't have money won't make him not be valuable, because he has enough hustle in himself to get the money back. He's still gonna be a protector.
But that's why I said you have to put it in context, because she's saying if you didn't have nothing, and I'm asking her in what situation are we already together? Was I up and fell off? Or are you talking about a scenario where you meet me at the club, I get your number, and I'm broke, I ain't got shit off top? What's the scenario? Well, you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, okay, she's saying, what value do you hold if you ain't got nothing? So I would say, if we in a situation and I fell off, what I would do is get back up. That's what I would do. But if I'm a man and you meet me initially and I don't have shit, I shouldn't be talking to you. I shouldn't even be trying to date and I'm broke.
Why do you always hold on? I got a question. Why do you always wait till everybody get into an uproar to elaborate on what you have to say? You say stuff ass backwards.
What?
He come in the end.
He come in ass backwards.
He'll let everything
plot twist.
You know why that happens though? Because I be listening to y'all and y'all.
I don't think you be listening.
No,
I do be listening.
I do be listening to y'all. No, I do be listening to y'all, and it's like this is the way I look. This is what I look at. Like y'all push bullshit narratives. Y'all narratives are straight.
Let the church say amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Let the church say amen.
I know you didn't say that. I know.
Somebody
Anybody
cut his
else
mic
at this
off.
table could have said that shit.
I'm
about to get on your ass real heavy now. Don't do that.
Right. Let me talk. I'm the doctor.
Cut his mic
I'm
off.
here to help.
Right. Because baby.
But hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm trying.
Okay, when it comes down to it, let's just tell the truth. let's just be honest and tell the truth. Just like what
What's the truth, Butter? Elaborate.
It's just real simple. Like me, I'm sitting there listening to y'all, and I'm listening to Maul. He like, well, I'm picking a younger woman, and that's because I can mold her and do. And I'm just sitting back, and I'm like, shit, that ain't why I'm picking them. They just prettier. You see what I'm saying?
So basically, what you're saying, none of the women here are pretty. So none of the women here are pretty because we're older.
For me, I wouldn't even want to
tell the truth.
I don't have the
Answer the question.
capacity in my mind to deal with the small mindedness that come with.
Listen,
I agree with that.
do it.
Sabrina,
Get on my damn
I've been around y'all.
Because who got the money is now? Look, right, brother.
Okay.
How we talk about we want to mold our woman. Even if she's older, you still can mold her in a certain way if she cares for you enough.
Thank you.
Don't say mold.
Thank you.
Okay, right.
Thank you.
See.
That's how to be who you
Hold on.
want her to be.
Hold on. I disagree with you because
don't care.
No, we don't
hold
care what
on.
you're
See,
talking
that's
about.
why they
It's okay.
single
Yeah,
because they don't
it's
listen.
okay to disagree.
This is
That's
why
why
everybody
I
is
disagree
single.
with them too.
Hold on.
No, I disagree with them too. Tell
with
them
you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if she was that amazing woman, she wouldn't have got that age to be single. She'd have been took off the market.
I disagree.
I disagree with that.
I disagree.
How is it that you this kind of a person? You've been alive 40 years and don't nobody want your ass.
Okay,
That says a lot about you.
I disagree. That's not necessarily
Drop the mic.
true.
No,
That's not necessarily true.
You wrong about that.
Let me answer that real quick.
40 years.
I'm gonna answer that real quick. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
No
to touch
husband.
on what Tim said, you only go for what you know, how you've been raised. Secondly, for me personally, I always felt like I never wanted to be married before the age of 30, but I did want to be married before the age of 40, and I still got time because I'm not 40 yet. I'm inching there. Secondly, the reason why I did not want to marry before the age of 30 is because I felt like a man in that age bracket was not ready for marriage. That was my personal thought. Now that I'm a little older, I can understand the logic in growing with someone, but at that time, because I hadn't seen that you should give somebody the opportunity and grow with them, it wasn't nothing that was on my mind. I just felt like, shoot, the men that I hadn't come across and the men that I didn't seen, they cheat. So let them try to get as much as they can out of their system. Hopefully by the time they hit their mid-30s going into 40s, they kind of slow down a little bit. That's how I looked at it.
Right, and I just want to comment on that real fast. This is why you single, because you don't.
I'm not
Hold on. You do not.
But I'm not
Hold on. This is why you're not married. If you're not married, you're single. Number one.
Thank you.
Number two. Okay. Number two. Right. You do not dictate your future. God sends a man to find his wife, and this is why most women won't find a husband because God didn't sent them already, and they wasn't good enough. This is why they single.
Shut your mouth.
God sent your husband already in your life, and he was not good enough for you because most women date out of their league.
That man was
Every
never
woman
saying
want.
that.
Hold on. No,
Listen.
every
Let me
woman
make-
they don't want to accept that they fives.
Let me
They
make
think
this
they
real
nines.
clear.
Saying that he don't want.
No. I'm gonna
who
make
you
this
like.
real. I'm gonna make this real clear because you seem to talk in the general, and it's not that situation for every female. Just like I said, I double back, and I always tell this to everybody, even to anybody that I talk to. The only reason why I'm not with the man who I feel like God chose to be my husband is because it was long distance. I did what I could to sustain being long distance. However, we're back in the same place. We back in the same place, and I know better now because I have taken the time to grow. I looked at a video today, and this lady said on there, she said, I love my husband. And that's exactly how this man got me feeling, and I can't wait to be his wife. And I guarantee you, that's where I'm going to be because I learned myself along the way, and I gave him the chance. But see, every man don't put you in a position to talk the way I'm talking. And at the rate you're going and the rate that you're spitting out, I don't see you having a woman in my position where she can tear up about a man that she loved, that love her because that's what he's shown her.
You said that
So
I
you
won't.
picked
Hold
him
on.
already.
I said from what you're spitting out.
Let's deal with
Please
this.
don't pass it up.
Hold
I
on.
said from what you're spitting out.
Hold on.
I didn't say for who you are.
No,
I said
you
from what
just
you're
said
spitting
that
out.
a man like me won't be able to get a woman like
From
you.
what you're that's in a position like I am, who tears up about a man who she's talking about because he put her in that position.
First of
Please,
all,
if you're
I got
gonna
bitches
quote
crying over me
quote
every
it
night. You
all
ain't talking about
the way.
shit. Girl,
Quote it
please.
all the
What
way.
the fuck? Who she thinks
Quote
she
it all
talking
the
to?
way.
I don't know.
Who she
I'm
thinks she
talking
talking
to
to?
you. And if
triple
you
that,
don't
triple
understand
that
what
Knock
I'm
it.
saying,
Wah, wah,
you're exactly what I'm saying.
Man.
Wait, let's get some order. Let's get some
Exactly
order.
what I'm saying, because what I
Man,
said
that
was
shit don't mean nothing.
what you're projecting,
Kim.
no woman in her right mind is going to look at that as husband material. I did not once say that's who you are.
So you don't think I can find you don't think I can marry a motherfucker right now?
Not with the
Is
way
that-
you're talking.
Not the way.
All y'all are delusional.
The way you're talking.
Delusional.
No
All
one
y'all are
deal with you
delusional.
the way
I
you're
can marry.
talking.
I can
You
marry.
ain't may not be the
I
way
didn't say
that you are.
I could marry
Right.
6 hoes tomorrow if I
said,
wanted to.
where?
What the fuck they who
Where?
y'all think y'all talking to,
But he
man?
said hoes.
Y'all got me fucked
You
up.
didn't say women.
What the fuck, man? You talking to Mac Mall? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Y'all
there's
get
still-
man.
there's still
And first of all, I want to say this about Kim. First of all, I've been around Kim for a nice amount of time, and one thing I can say about her is she date on her level. She really does. She don't have these extravagant ass expectations. So that I can't give her that. She's not one of those women that think that she deserves something more than what it is. She actually dates in her league, and that I can commend you.
Thank you.
And on top of that, you will find a husband thinking like that. You will. And I give you your kudos.
And that's why I said I wasn't saying this was you. I said
No.
what you're projecting out.
No, I get it.
Because I know a different you than on camera.
No, I get that. But we selling views. Look,
Sorry, I outed you.
Sell them there. Go ahead.
but yeah, the problem, and that's why I said the problem is a lot of women pass over the man that they were supposed to be with because they think they're worth more than they really are. And this is why I always stress the fact that men have
Well,
more
why do-
options than women because we are willing to date down. We're not necessarily concerned if you make more money or as much money as us. So we have a percentage of all women while y'all picking through 5% of niggas. We looking at 100% of women. Everybody.
that's
The
about
White
what
Castle
5%,
worker.
to
We
be
looking at the
honest.
lawyer, the
What makes you
judge.
say that?
That's true.
It's only
The
5%
majority
of women.
of
Shame on you for saying
men
that.
of men.
There's plenty men out here.
Where they at?
They all around.
Yeah.
No, they're
You know
not.
what I'm
They
saying?
just don't be where they be.
Right,
That's
like
all.
they're all
We don't
around.
be
That's
nowhere.
that go that bullshit narrative.
So there you have it, guys. I mean, shout outs to all those who made it up to the very end. I mean, this was a long one. Yeah, it was a long one. But let me know what you think in the comment section about it. And yeah, yet if you have forgotten, I'm going to leave the link to the original version in the comment section so you can check the whole video out because this is a long one. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm out.